Yes.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning. Good
morning.
Good
Good
morning.
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 Let's go. Can we do a for sale by owner? We haven't done a for sale by owners for some time.
Let's go. I'll call you.
You call me? Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Good morning. My name is Sunny. I'm looking for the homeowner. It says it's Andy.
That is
Andy, the
correct.
homeowner.
I am.
Perfect. Good morning. My name is Sunny. I am a local realtor. I am doing a survey of all the for sale by owners in the area, and I came across your listing. Your home is currently available on the market. Is that correct?
It is correct. Now, do you have a realtor working? I mean, do you have a buyer?
Yes, absolutely. I work with a lot of buyers and sellers in the area, and I'm calling if you were to successfully sell this home. I'm curious, where would you go next?
I'm looking to move. I mean, it's an investment property. It's vacant right now. I just want to cash it out. If you're a buyer, bring them over. We'll pay you 2.5%.
Thank you. I'm just making notes here that Andy is going to pay 2.5%. The property is vacant. I'm confirming that this is a three-bedroom home, 999,000. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Wonderful. Now, once we sell this home and my buyers buy it, Andy, are you going to be buying another property or you just going to cash out? What are you thinking of doing?
I don't know. I mean, my main goal is just to cash it off first. Yeah, like I said, if you have a buyer, love to have you come by, check it out, and then afterwards we'll figure that out later on.
Absolutely. This is such a good neighborhood, lots of tenants that are possible that would be love to lease this property. I'm curious, why are you considering selling at this time?
I mean, you're asking a lot of questions.
So I can offer you a lot of solutions, whether it's a buyer that's going to pay you the most money possible, or I don't know if that's a good fit, but I can come down. I work with a lot of investors who want to, constantly look for good deals. Are you one of those investors that like to make more money?
Yeah, I mean, if you have a good deals, I'm open to it as well. Uh,
Exactly. There you go. So I knew the purpose of asking the questions is not to be intrusive, but I just want to be of service. So I'm curious, why are you selling? This is such a great property in such a great neighborhood.
well, I own it for about 5 years already. Want to cash it out?
Nice. But and then you would consider, depending on if it's a good deal, you may
Yeah.
consider investing.
Yes, that's correct.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. And how's the response been, Andy? You know, in the
I mean,
time that you've been on the
so,
market?
so far so good. We have quite a bit of showings. We had an open house last weekend. We got 5 showings.
Wow,
So we're just waiting for people bringing an offer.
that's excellent. And I hope
Yes.
that it comes through. And now pricing a property, in my experience, is one of the most important factors. And I'm curious, how did you figure out your sales price?
I had a realtor came in.
Oh, you had a realtor come in. And
Yes.
I'm curious, why didn't you work with the realtor?
Well, I mean, if you guys just put on the MLS, I could do it myself, right?
Right, you can, absolutely. There is a program, Andy, if we were to ever work together where you do what you have to do, but if we were to sell your property, would you be open to working with us from the seller side as well?
I mean, it depends on the price.
Absolutely, depends on the price.
Yes.
Andy, I wanted to request, you've been so kind and generous with the time talking to me, explaining what the situation is. Would you mind meeting with me at the property for about 20 minutes, maybe at your convenience this evening at 6 o'clock, or maybe we could do tomorrow at 6 o'clock if that works better for your schedule?
I mean, what's the purpose?
Excellent. Thank you. I'm glad you asked. The purpose is to come in and showcase my expertise where we can talk about three things specifically. In this market, what is the most amount of dollars that we can get for your property? Number two, what is the most effective marketing plan that we've employed for a number of years to make this happen? And what is it that we do differently than just putting it on the MLS, like you mentioned? And best part, if we bring a buyer for you, only then we work together. If not, you continue your efforts. No obligation. Would
Okay.
today at 6 or tomorrow at 6 work better for you?
Well, what is your commission if you actually bring someone?
That's a great question. That is one of the first things that we'll talk about when we meet together. Would today work better or tomorrow at 6 works better for you?
Tomorrow might work, but I have actually another investors that work with me as well. I need to discuss with him.
Absolutely. 100%. Everybody that's in the process needs to be on board. You know, I'm sure investor is also looking to make money and cash out. The goal is similar. If you were to tell them, hey, another guy is coming by, he's gonna give us a few things, no obligation, you know, I hope he can join us and we can talk about what your goals are and figure this out. So tomorrow at 6.
Yeah, you can come by tomorrow at 6, but there's no applications or there's no guarantee. We're not gonna sign a paperwork. We're just gonna get it. Yeah.
Absolutely. There is no need of any obligation. If what I say makes sense, you put me to work. If not, I'll shake your hand and try to earn your business down the road.
Okay.
So tomorrow at 6?
Yeah, tomorrow 6 is good.
Perfect. This is your cell phone, Andy. Can I get an email? I would like to send you some information about myself and what we do and how we do things differently.
Sure, it's Andy@andyzhang.ca.
Perfect. I look forward to meeting you and your investor partner tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
Good job. Smooth,
Good job.
smooth to to you're using sell it yourself while list and pay nothing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great approach. And at the meantime, I'm just thinking for sell by owners, it could be a way where we can save, at the end of the day, if I were able to help you net bottom line after my commission is paid, would you be open to that?
Yes. Great point.
Right. That's something that we can always do. Not just
100%.
to you, but to everyone who will be listening afterwards, right?
Absolutely. Great point.
Yeah. Any other feedback for Sunny?
It
Antonio?
was a great call. Yeah. It
Thank
was
you.
a great call and great approach. So overall,
Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's move on. Volunteers for the next script. Andy, you want to
I
do
can
one?
be a buyer.
You want to do a buyer? Sure. Who wants to
I
be
can,
the-
yeah, I
Huh?
can be the owner.
Yes, you want to be the owner? No problem. I can call you.
I'll call
Okay.
Coco. I'll call
Yes.
Coco. Coco,
Okay. Perfect.
terminate listing, okay? Terminate account or expire listings. Ring ring,
Expire listing. Okay, that's good.
ring ring.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
hi, is
Good
this
morning.
Coco? Morning.
Yes. Who's calling?
Coco, my name is
Morning.
Andy. I'm a real estate agent. I'm actually calling about your home at 123 Main Street. Is that still available or is it off the market?
Oh, actually, I listed with other a realtor, and now it's 3 months past already, but they didn't allow me to sell it.
So it's off the market, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I can appreciate that. Now, Coco, if you were to sell your home, are you going to be looking for a bigger home, better home, upgraded home, or a smaller home?
Um, we have another property, so after I sell this one, we're gonna move to another one. Yeah,
The other home that you
but we're
own.
planning to. Yeah.
Good
We're
for, good for
planning to
you.
sell this one.
Good for you. Now, ideally, how soon do you have to be there in the other home that you own?
Pardon? Sorry.
Ideally, how soon do you want to
Oh,
be there at
oh yeah.
the
How
other home
soon?
that you own?
Um, it maybe in 3 months. In
In
next
three
three
months.
months.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good for you. And what is the reason that you wanted to move from this home to the other home that you own?
Because we our kids they find a new job from that area, and we prefer to live there close to them.
Okay, so kids moving out, I mean, find a new job in that new area, and then you're gonna want to be close to them, correct?
Yes.
Good for you. Now, Coco, if I were able to help you get your home sold so that you can be close to the kids, could we do some business together?
To be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed because of this realtor didn't really help us to sell the home. They said the same thing, right? 3 months ago, but now the market is, I feel, is dropping and it's getting cold again. I'm just thinking maybe we can hold for a while,
Okay. So what you're saying is
to
because
wait
you've
for
been
the
on,
market getting warm up.
yep. So what you're saying is you want to wait for not for when the market pick up again, because you were on the market for 90 days and didn't sell, right?
Yes.
Now, if I can share with you on what in the not what how many homes have I sold? I mean, put it this way. I've sold about 7 to 8 homes in the last 90 days. I mean, wouldn't it be great if yours would be one of them?
Yeah.
Yes. And that's
But
exactly
but
why
I
I like
still I but um
That's exactly why, Coco, I wanted to meet up with you so I can share with you on what I do differently to actually to get your home sold. And then you can decide if it makes sense for you to put me to work. Will tomorrow at 4 or 6 works better for you?
let me talk to my husband because we are thinking about to hold for a while. We're just thinking because right now it's still winter, maybe we can, hold for a few months till spring or summer. The
Okay,
market is picking up,
not a
and
problem. You want to, okay, not a problem. You're saying that you want to wait until spring or summer, right?
yes,
Can I tell you good news and a bad news?
sure,
The good news is that the inventories will be picking up again in the springtime and the summertime as well. Now, the bad news is that the because of the inventories picking up, there's going to be more competition. And more competition means less money in your pocket. You want the most amount of money, correct?
yes,
Right now, Coco, there's not a lot of homes on the market, meaning less competition, and less competition get you more money in your pocket. With winter time, I mean, people don't want to just to view properties, right?
yeah,
People viewing properties meaning that they're serious in terms of buying a property, correct?
mm-hmm.
You want serious buyers, do you?
Yes, of course.
And if I can bring you serious buyers who are willing to pay for the price, could we get together for 15 minutes of your time? And I'm going to walk you through 3 things. Can I share that with you right now?
Yes,
Number one, I would like to walk you through what is the maximum amount of money I can get your home for. Number two, how much time will it take me to find you the right buyer? And number three, Coco, I'm going to walk you through what I do differently to actually have sold 7, 8 homes in the last 90 days. And then you can decide if it makes sense for you to put me to work. If not, we'll shake hands. Maybe we can work together down the road. Will tomorrow 4 or 6 works better?
mm. May I ask what can you do differently than other realtor?
That's a great question. Now, there's 2 types of real estate agents, Coco. There's passive and there's aggressive. You know, do you know what's a passive agent meaning?
No, I don't know.
Passive agent meaning simply put the sign at the lawn, put this on MLS, doing open house, hoping and praying. Versus myself, be aggressive, going out finding you the buyer. Right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to call all the buyers all the neighbors in the area, let them know that I've listed your property, asking them if they have any friends or relative who want to move into the area. I'll be calling all my buyer leads, my sphere of influence, my past client, let them know that I've listed your property, asking them if they want to move into this area. Now, when you hire an agent, do you want a passive agent or would you want an aggressive agent going out, do the work, finding you the buyer?
Mm.
Will tomorrow
Okay,
4 or 6 works better for you?
Tomorrow 4 should be fine.
4? Not a problem. I'll make a
Yeah.
note and I'll do some research. I'll call you back for more questions. Is this the best number to call you, or is there an alternative number I can call you at?
This number is good.
Okay. All right. I'll call you back for more questions. All right.
Okay, thank you so much. Very good.
Feedback?
Yeah, okay. So from what I'm picking up right now is that when in doubt, just try to set up the appointment and figure out the strategy going in. Is that the best thing to put this together?
What do you mean?
Because okay, I know like some agent might be like not confident enough to say, okay, so in this situation, what can I do differently? For you, maybe you are experienced, you've been in
Yeah.
the situation many times, but for like newcomers, new agent becoming agents, they always like have that, okay, so what I do differently. So when that happens, I guess the best approach is to set up the appointment, see, and then figure out and ask the peers to maybe see what kind of strategy you can go in with.
Sunny,
Is
Sunny,
that the mentality?
That
That's what I'm assuming.
100% that is the mentality. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
What is it that we do differently? Essentially, only a handful of things an agent would do differently. Somebody would, obviously we have to go through the motions of putting it on the MLS, but there would be actually few people that would do mailings, that would do postcards, so on and so forth. But all this will happen when the listing is in hand. And for that to happen, you have to meet the seller. Regardless, you are
yeah.
the number one agent, you are a new agent, you are an old agent, you are a veteran agent, doesn't matter. The transaction will happen only when you are in front of them. And like you very correctly noticed, when in doubt, set up the appointment and then discuss or put, like he said yesterday, showtime. Present yourself where you are looking to be of service to them.
Yeah, I mean, like I 100% agree, right? But then I'm just speaking for like newcomer, why we do this. Like, cause in the beginning, I always have thought, okay, so I don't know what I'm gonna go in and say, right?
Exactly.
Sunny,
But then,
can I jump in,
yeah,
if
Yes,
you don't
sure.
please.
mind? Uh,
Absolutely.
since Antonio is bringing up the newcomer point, right? And we all pretty much started like in a year or so time frame. So Antonio, like I've been now not doing it for a long time, but then since what my last year's experience and what exactly Sunny said yesterday, there is no perfect strategy or perfect way which will work every time. Maybe it'll work for one or two prospects. It might not work for 10 prospects. They might prefer a different approach. As a seller or as a buyer, our end goal is to hire a guy who can deliver, regardless of he's new, he's old. So if you are confident in your approach and you sit down in front of the prospect and you can tell him and convince him that yes, I can do the job, and this is what I can do differently and I can deliver. That's all they're looking for because they just want to achieve the results.
Yeah, 100%. And what Andy said before about passive agent and also aggressive agent, is that what makes the difference, right?
No. I mean, what I mean is that a lot of buyers, a lot of real estate agents does that because they don't know what to do. All they know is just to put on MLS, right?
And
Yeah,
and
agree. Yeah.
And
that's what Antonio's point is, where he mentioned that a new agent typically does not know what to do, and that's why they should team up with you, you know. So we can show them the way.
yeah,
That
Get
is exactly what I meant.
so all of them great points what Chirag brought to the table. For
and
me, and now feedback for me, or what was the highlight from an amateur or who's starting to do it versus his tonality. When he was pointing out aggressive agent versus passive agent, when he was said passive, his tone
Which
came down. So the impact of it came down. And that psychologically plays on with the seller. Oh, he's being aggressive and then he's being, passive. So these are some things which we can all learn and apply on our calls, being mindful in the time. So
Yeah,
that was
because
a great
I
job.
find it I find it 100% like when sellers actually wants to pick up if you are really doing your job, right? Because they really don't want a passive agent where they just put it on the MLS and pray for it, right? So if you spend time talking to them, what exactly you do step by step, I think that's how you win the listing, right? Most of the time.
And one thing that Chirag bringing very, very correct is that the confident. It is the
Confident. Yeah.
confident.
Mhm.
If you can showcase, if you can show, just like what we were talking about showtime, it's a showtime where you can show you're confident to them, and they will list your home with they will list the home. Right. Great
Yep.
conversation.
Yeah,
Any questions, feedbacks?
no?
Nope.
We got a few more minutes.
Yeah, we
And
good.
yeah, just wanted a little, update on how, you, Sunny, Coco, and everybody else is kind of seeing the market, especially with a lot of people at the end of 2024 were like, we're waiting for 2025 to come up, and now this 2025 actually came in, and then some guys are still waiting for the new announcement. And how are you approaching or seeing the market right now going down the road?
Oh, I can tell you 100% right now. I have a listing that didn't have a single showing in the past 30 or 40 days. I have 3 or 4 showing right now. Just imagine 30 days ago, none showing, not a single time. Now I have 4 showings. So I think people are more aggressive right now.
People are jumping into the market right now. People,
And I sold a condo yesterday. Like,
yes,
Very
yeah.
nice.
and congratulations on that. Condo isn't easy at all in
Congratulations.
today's market,
Yeah.
Especially, yeah.
right? So he sold it. He managed to sold it in a week. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wow. That's
So
very
yeah,
nice.
the condo market is struggled. It's not a secret to anyone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But if it's I think the challenge is to make sure you have a good conversation with the seller. What is the expectation is? If you can settle for a price, because most of the time, I think 90% of the time is the price, right? So it's how to manage the expectation of the seller is probably the key. Yeah.
99.9%.
I'll say that conservatively, right?
Yes. Yes. 99.9% of if the price, it will determine how many showing you will get. Right? If you want a lot of showings, you want to price it
I
aggressive.
mean, even to start the conversation, because sellers are always reluctant to put in a low price, and they say, "Oh, they're gonna work down the price," right?
Yeah.
Everybody will work down the price, but at the same time, if you don't have a conversation starter, you will never get a showing, right?
Yeah,
So
I
it's
agree.
like chicken and egg question, right?
I see the same thing as well to answer you, Chirag. Our open house been getting a lot of showings compared to I'll say in before November. I think November and December is picking up as well. Right? A lot of my listings that didn't sell in October, November got sold in December. So
Yeah.
I'm talking about 4 or 5 listings that I didn't, wasn't going anywhere. It got sold. So I'm seeing the market picking up as well. Is it going to be a big wave in a springtime? We don't know. Is it going to be 8%, 10%, just like what the news saying for this year? We don't know. Potentially, we'll see a big small wave. How long does it last? We don't know. That's
Well,
what.
especially I
Yeah.
say the condo market could be a little bit in trouble because 40,000 new units coming in, not counting the terminated and non-sold listing
I think
during the
22.
past
I think
winter.
22 or 28,000 new listings, new
Actually,
condo listings.
no, the pre-construction side,
Yeah, I'm talking about that.
40,000 unit coming. Yeah,
I'm not sure, but I guess I'm hearing that it's about 22 or 28. I can't remember which number.
actually, I just
New
checked
list.
it. I just checked it. It's 40,000 in the
Wow,
normal time,
it's
like
crazy.
between 2021 and 2022, the normal medium is about 8,000 to 10,000. But we're talking about 40,000 new units because of the delay of the pandemic. We
Mhm.
can check that on the side, but that's exactly what I'm hearing from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So same thing with last year too. About 20,000 new condos going to be closing. Same thing with this year, next year. So that's why the condo market will not rebound so fast until these numbers are gone,
Yeah.
coming down.
Correct.
All right, guys,
Interesting.
All right,
Thank-
guys. Take care.
thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
have a good day. We'll talk to you
All
tomorrow
right.
You
again.
too.